Another big Lucasfilm rumor. Welcome back to Views with Hughes or Jennifer News. This is Jerome Hughes. Today's top story, the rumors of who may be behind the Kathleen Kennedy email. Okay, so going to go ahead and jump right into it. Before I begin, I want to make something known and clear. It's been a crazy week and perhaps even a bad week for Disney. Okay, because of the fact that everything's caught up to Bob Iger, as well as the fact that it was also affecting Marvel Studios and other departments within Disney. Now we can see here that possible rumor with, Lucasfilm, even after the shellacking that they've taken after the whole South Park Into the Pandaverse episode. Okay, so Sparrow has returned from out of basically hiding and everything, as I would call it. So it's stated that in recent days there's been rumors circulating within the fandom about an impending release of a significant collection of emails which supposedly contain undisclosed information about Kathleen Kennedy. Some even speculated that Gina Carano may be involved in this particular endeavor. Now, first and foremost, I want to make something clear. Take this with rumor. This has been shared with Sparrow to Cameron Pashaw, as well as possibly other people. Okay. But the fact of the matter is, it's a possible new development if not true. Okay. It's so far calling it a rumor. All right. Until and usually rumors are usually proven to be true either months later or possibly even a couple of years later. But take this with a grain of salt and stick it in the back of your mind. All right. So, contrary to these different speculations, Sparrow actually asserts that the orchestrators behind this email release are none other than Bob Iger and Jon Favreau. Now, one may wonder, how in the world is Jon Favreau as well as Bob Iger behind this release of the emails and everything, or the emails of Kathleen Kennedy, But apparently, Sparrow has some details that could be... that's rumored, but could be factual. Okay. Favreau stated that, according to Sparrow stated that Iger and Favreau have collaborated to ultimately remove Kennedy from basically their sphere of influence, as I would call it. So they believe that exposing Kennedy's own words is the most effective way to achieve this goal. Now, Sparrow stated also that it's part of their strategy to continually try to discredit Kennedy until she's forced to step down. Now, they're also sending her a clear message that if you don't resign voluntarily, we'll make sure you have no future prospects in this industry. I mean, she's pretty up there, well advanced in age and everything. I think she's concerned more about her legacy rather than, getting additional money. At least I think so. But I could be wrong. Now, Sparrow is also known for the contents of knows about the contents of the emails, which not only highlight her inadequacies as a leader, but also her, along with her poor decision making, but also possibly posing significant challenges due to her association with Leslie Helen. The same Leslie Helen who was the assistant to the troubled film executive Harvey Weinstein. All right. The current plan is to disclose these emails to a reputable media outlet. It could be any media outlet. Okay. We don't know who it is. It might possibly be done in a Bob Iger fashion where it's actually put it out there to different trades at least, and then it gets on to some outlets like CNN possibly, or even Fox News. Who knows? But anything's actually possible. All right. And however, if these outlets refuse to expose the truth about Kathleen Kennedy's downfall, despite it being widely known in Hollywood circles, Iger and Favreau are open to exploring alternative methods of dissemination. Now, I want to let y'all know this right now, and I'm going to be honest with you. If this is all true and everything, and this is their way of trying to force her out and stuff, then who knows what's going to happen next, It's also rumors out there stating that Kathleen Kennedy is trying to side with Nelson Peltz in this whole embittered proxy battle, Make sure you take that with a grain of salt as well. because of the simple fact that Kathleen Kennedy is basically on the ropes. I may even talk about that a little later in case you all haven't heard about that particular rumor, okay? But the fact of the matter is Bob Iger is basically trapped in the corner and stuff. And the rumor with Kathleen Kennedy and everything, I'm trying to align herself with Nelson Peltz. I will definitely get into more detail about that a little later in the video. Also, if you enjoy what I shared in this video so far, let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Also, okay, so basically, not only are they looking to share the thing with the media outlets and stuff, and if they refuse to expose the truth about her downfall, they're going to try to explore alternative methods of dissemination. Now, regarding Gina Carano, Sparrow actually asserted that there's not actually any evidence linking her to public or recent public criticisms of Kennedy to Iger or Favreau. Now, to Sparrow's knowledge, Gina is actually expressing her genuine feelings, as you all have seen on X and everything formerly known as Twitter, after enduring or putting up with a lot of distress from Kennedy, to the point where Kennedy fired her. We all seen that and everything. It was actually widely announced. However, there's information that suggests that John recently met with Gina Carano privately. Do you think that it's actually regarding Rangers of the Republic? We're bringing her back onto the next season of The Mandalorian. You know, now if that's true, I would be happy. Okay, I'd definitely be happy about that. Maybe you would, or perhaps a lot of you out there may be really done with Star Wars. And me, I mean, if that's true, and it's actually then the character, and they bring it back, and it's all done correctly, maybe I could come back. I don't know. But Sparrow also believes that John may be also inclined to reintegrate Gina into the Star Wars universe, and her recent statements help to shape a narrative in which Gina is actually championed by the fan base as a fearless advocate for both truth and justice. And also in Sparrow's words, she's viewed as what's called a vindicating force against Kennedy, which actually strengthens John's position in advocating for Gina's release to return to please the fans. All right. And the fans would definitely be pleased about that. Now, back to the whole thing with where Kennedy was actually upset over the whole thing with South Park, and rumor states that she's desperately trying to get an alliance with Peltz against Iger. So rumor mills actually stated that Kennedy has been actually contacting anyone who's actually going to listen at Lucasfilm about the South Park thing. She was really upset about it, of course, we all know about it, about how she looked and the voice they had for her, and how she was also portrayed, and what she felt might have been like the different lies and deceptive remarks and everything about the studio under her. Okay, with being Lucasfilm. And it's also rumored that she's telling them that she's now contacting Peltz to try to get an angle and get in good with him to get back in control of Lucasfilm. She also said that she can't even work with Iger anymore since all this, he cares about his money. Wait a minute. I thought that, it's rumored that she accused him of putting out there the whole virtue signaling. But then again, we're starting to see that, Iger, he probably really might be caring about the money now. Hopefully he's actually acknowledging that his decisions is the reason why the company lost money. The reason why the investors lost money. The reason why there's somebody who's trying to join the board and everything that's going to against him in a proxy battle. I mean, you never know. But if that's all he cares about, then guess what? Let it be so. Because of the fact that according to her logic, if he's care more about money, then she most likely might be caring about political virtue signaling, at most. Okay. But the fact of the matter is, I'm seriously doubtful that part is even going to remotely be true or possibly even work. Because for one, Nelson Peltz, he's a staunch conservative. He's a billionaire investor. It's also stated that he's good friends with Donald Trump. Okay. But the fact of the matter is, it's highly doubtful because of the simple fact that, well, Kathleen Kennedy, to me at least, it seems to be leaning more liberal and everything, the particular audience that is against Trump, that's anti-Trump, anti-conservative, okay? She was the reason why, one of the reasons why Disney Star Wars is the way it is right now. It's not the it's not the George Lucas version of Star Wars. No, it's not his baby anymore. This is all the whole politically left-leaning and virtually version of Star Wars, which isn't really Star Wars in the first place to even begin with. But the fact of the matter is, I'm highly doubtful that even if this would be true, Nelson Peltz wouldn't even take her along at all. And not unless that he actually decides to go ahead and use her for his benefit. You know, what I mean by that is like a way of, you know, getting her on his side and stuff to get a decent board seat. But it's highly unlikely, highly doubtful, because guess what? Kathleen Kennedy has burned a lot of bridges with the fans, to the point where the fans have actually tuned out of it. Y'all remember what happened at the Star Wars Europe celebration and everything, where she announced that from now on, all the Star Wars projects, future Star Wars projects, are going to be mostly women, or at least half women and everything. And when I say half women, I mean half of the cast as well as the production staff is women. Okay, so she wanted to make it more female centric. Nelson Peltz is against that. Now, he's not, you know, sexist or anything. He's not anti-woman. But the fact of the matter is, he's realizing that there's something that Disney, as well as Lucasfilm and Marvel Studios, has done to mess up the whole brand itself, to the point where he lost money. And he put millions, if not billions of dollars into this. Okay? So let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Let me know what went wrong in the video. Be sure to include any additional thoughts on this particular topic that I did not cover. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. I do respond to all comments as well. If you enjoy what I shared in the video, go ahead, smash the like button, share far wide across social media. And if you haven't done so already and you enjoyed all the content up out there, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. Until then, peace.